Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here for this very important and auspicious occasion. My name is Mahoney. I'm very proud to serve as Joanne, Deputy County Executive for Physical Services. One of the departments that's in my portfolio is the Syracuse-Onondaga County Planning Agency, and we're here today to talk a lot more about some exciting things that are going on there. And without any further delay, I'm very pleased to introduce Mayor Stephanie Miner, who's been a tremendous partner to the Mahoney administration, and always a pleasure to work with you, Mayor, and good morning.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here in the physical location of right next to one of the first efforts that the county executive and I did, which was to co-locate our economic development offices, which has been a tremendous success. And that really started us off in the process of endeavoring to modernize government so that the people of the community of Onondaga County and the city of Syracuse are efficiently served and well served. I would be remiss if I did not thank a couple of people for allowing us to be present here today. First and foremost is the county executive. Every time I have gone to her with an idea, she has not said, there's problems, that's half-baked, let's not do it. She said, let's look at it, let's try it, let's do it. And I appreciate having a partner who is willing to take risks and willing to be innovative and move the community forward with us as we really endeavor to become a 21st century community on the move. The next would be Matt Millay and Andrew Maxwell, who really did all of the heavy lifting for this. These things, while they look and sound easy to do, are tremendously difficult. When you have governments that have been in separate silos for 30, 40 years, putting them together is a lot of red tape that you have to cut through and then paste back together. Without their initiative, without their good ideas and their hard work, none of this would have been possible. So gentlemen, thank you very much for making that possible. And finally, but I think most importantly, I want to thank the people of the city of Syracuse and Onondaga County for allowing us to continue to do these innovative efforts. If we didn't have a population that celebrated this innovation, that gave us the kind of feedback that the county executive and I both get when we are in the community saying we want to see more innovation, more risk-taking, and we feel good about our government becoming a 21st century government, it would not happen. So I am thrilled that we have been able to do this, that we're here to at least put the finishing touches on the first part of this. But based on what we have done before and what I know we will do in the future, I have every belief that this is going to be yet another successful collaboration between Onondaga County and the city of Syracuse. And again, I will finish where I started, the county executive, and is to thank for that and allowing us to have that happen. So with that, let me turn it over to the county executive. Today, she said it was the first day we've been together where she didn't wear black. I did wear black. She's also starting to bend the rules because she wore heels. I know. Thank you for staying in arm's length away. We're not calling attention to that, but as ladies and gentlemen, my partner, who I am pleased to serve with, and it is a privilege to be with her today, Joanne.
Because I was looking for my shoes and they were all muddy because of the rain that we've been saving. And so I broke my rule. But anyhow, I am really happy to be here today. This is another example of the things that the mayor and I have been working on to try to create that more modern, efficient government that both of us have promised to the people that have given us the ability to have these positions at the same time. I've been very lucky to have the partner that I have in Stephanie Miner. We meet regularly, we talk regularly, and we both, because we came up sort of on the same path, had the same frustrations along the way, watching the way things had developed into separate silos, and knowing that we could do better if we had more cooperation. And we joke on the county side a lot. We remind people that the city of Syracuse is actually in Onondaga County. And there's a lot of benefit to the county recognizing that and to working hand in glove with the city of Syracuse. people, it's undeniable the good things that are happening in the city of Syracuse right now. You only need to walk down the street, talk to people that live here. I see Chuck and Paulstein. I'm sure that you feel a palpable change in attitude for people who live here because they see the cranes in the sky and they see things happening. And we can make more of that happen if we continue to work together to make this a business-friendly community where people want to come and want to create jobs for those of us that live here and want this community to thrive. And I would echo what the mayor said. Matt Millay and Andy Maxwell have been tremendous. It takes a lot of patience to try to do something like this. And we met and talked over and over and over again, and the fact that we were able to complete this merger that's been talked about for decades in this community is something that I will be very proud of for a long time. Before I turn it back to Matt Millay, I think he's going to introduce our new chief in planning. I want to thank the folks on the county side of planning. I see Don Jordan and his team back there. The planning department in the county for the last couple of years has been very hard at work changing the way we do things to reflect the fact that as a region, we are all in this together. We cannot continue to operate. You see Megan shaking her head. We cannot continue to operate as a system of separate individual towns, separate individual villages, a separate city government, and a separate county government. We are only going to rise together, and the planning department on the county side, I know, has done a really good job of putting a document in place that reflects that. And I also want to thank the partners that I have on the county legislature, led by Chairman Ryan McMahon, who's with us here today. Ryan carried this through the legislature, I know, with the help of Kathy Rapp is here, Linda Irvin, and Chris Ryan, and my very good friend from the City Council, Van Robinson. We couldn't do this without our partners in the legislature. And as annoying as I know I can be, I thank you very much for your patience and your willingness to make this community the place that we all know it can be.
Thank you both, and appreciate the kind remarks, but Andy and I can do our job simply because we have bosses that say yes, go ahead, do that. They encourage us to work together, and we enjoy working together every day on their behalf to make great things like this happen. And I'd like to echo what the county executive said about our SOCPA staff as well as the planning department. Don Jordan's done a tremendous job for the past 5 years serving as director. He'll be a tremendous deputy director, and I know will help do wonderful things for us in the GIS space that we know is so important as we do look to close those silos down. So Don, thank you. It's been great working with you, and we'll continue to work with you. With that, I will introduce my friend, my colleague, someone who I've enjoyed working to save the rain with for the past 3 years, who's been absolutely instrumental in the cooperative effort that we've had with the city on putting 100 community infrastructure projects in the ground. And there was a unique discussion we had one day when I said, the county executive and I have been talking. We're wondering if you might want to pursue this. And after many discussions, lots of contemplation, it's absolutely the right thing to do, and I'm very proud to introduce our new director of Syracuse-Onondaga County Planning Agency, Andy Maxwell.
Thank you, Matt, and good morning. I first want to thank the mayor and the county executive for giving me the opportunity to continue doing work that I care very deeply about, trusting me with leading SOCPA not only through this merger and transition, but also in the future as we embrace a more regional approach to our planning and economic development efforts. I want to recognize them for their continued leadership in putting aside parochial interests in favor of collaboration. It's an honor and privilege to have the opportunity to work for and with such dynamic leaders who run toward change and innovation and who have a common progressive vision for our community. I want to thank the county legislature and Chairman Ryan McMahon, the county council and President Van Robinson, and both the city and county legal staff who worked so hard supporting this legislation needed to formalize this new agreement. I want to thank the county chief of staff, Ben Dublin, certainly Don Jordan, and everyone from the county team for all of their support through this transition so far. I especially want to recognize and thank Deputy County Executive Matt Millay for his friendship and partnership and for his efforts to see this merger through. It has been a pleasure to work with Matt over the last couple of years. And I'm confident we'll be able to build on the success that we found with Save the Rain and the other initiatives that we've worked on together. Matt, I don't think this would have been possible without your hard work and your efforts, so thank you. And finally, I want to recognize and thank the city staff and the Bureau of Planning and Sustainability. All of their dedication and hard work over the last 3.5 years, their eagerness to be a part of this new arrangement. And I want to thank the city zoning staff and the county planning staff for their eagerness, their willingness to be a part of this, to embrace this, their flexibility during all of our discussions so far, and the warm welcome they've provided for me and my staff. So with that, my thanks to everyone who's been involved. I look forward to working with everyone and for all of the challenges and opportunities ahead. Thank you.
Finally, I'd like to invite Joanne McMurray up as another partner that works with both the city and the county on many things, but here today as the Vice Chairman of the Center State CEO. Thank you. Well, this is a great day, and I'm here, as Matt mentioned, on behalf of Center State CEO to congratulate the county executive and the mayor on a great step forward. This is an initiative that not only improves services, but it's one of those rare times when you can do something right that's going to make business easier, that's going to make our community better, and at the same time, it's going to be more efficient. It's actually doing things better and at the same time, making things more efficient. CEO and other organizations such as Syracuse 2020 have, for many, many years, advocated that we look into more creative and innovative strategies for improving our government. And this is certainly one example of bringing those kinds of ideas to fruition. The county executive and the mayor not only have been open to considering new ideas, but I think today speaks to their willingness to actively engage and change and adopt new ideas. And there's a difference. Many people talk about things. Not everybody actually does things. So thank you, Mayor and County Executive, for your great leadership. And it's not just leadership, it's courage as well. You know, it takes courage to get out in front because you don't always know exactly what the end game is going to be. And so, you know, doing the right thing takes courage. And you both have demonstrated great courage and leadership. So again, congratulations. And I think congratulations to our community. This is a positive decision for our community that's going to result in good things happening for us for many, many years to come. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And just a brief history, we'll do the signing. The first SOCPA IMA was executed in 1967 and expired 2 years later. The second one was executed in 1981 and expired 1 year later. So this is a historic event, and this is now an agreement that will last hopefully for at least 20 years, if not longer. So I now invite our mayor and county executive to sign away.
These are real estate closing documents. I'm buying my house and do it.
I haven't quite decided.
I think everyone running for mayor is willing to do it.
Not everyone.
Thanks. Oh, wait, it's an item. Ready? Yeah. Stephanie has a cooler hand signature. Could have gone to med school.
My father. That's what happens. Genetics.
Here's the fancy pen for you. That's all your hard work. You want to start right here in front of the Mr. Carey?
My question has to deal with this cooperation between the city and county, with both of you that are working on it. where do you hit the limit? And in terms of how long can this go on? And what you realistically have to look at as a political world, how far can both of you go in cooperating without causing problems?
Well, let me answer that by saying that when we started doing this, people said we had hit the limit then. I don't see the limit where it makes sense on a service basis and to get the people of the city and the county better service, more efficient service. We're going to continue to do that. I think I can speak for the county executive that part of our responsibility is to overcome those obstacles, those kind of natural built incentives where people say we don't want to change. We're going to continue to do that, and so I don't see a limit yet. Does that mean that things are easy? None of this has been easy. Joni carries it off with great grace and flair, but it has not been easy. We will continue to find obstacles, and we'll continue to overcome it through the service of hard work for the people who surround us. And we've committed to making government more modern, making it better for the people of this community, and the small key political obstacles that come in the way. That's our job, to overcome those.
And can I just add to that, though, and say that practically speaking, as you pointed out, this is a political world, and we're really only going to be limited by the legislatures that we have to partner with. And on the county side, we've been very fortunate under the leadership of Chairman McMahon. There has been a real willingness to look at the way we do business and to see if there's better ways we can do things. And as long as the partnership continues between the city council and the mayor and the county legislature and myself, I don't think there's a limit to what we can accomplish.
Do you still get pushback from within your own party about perhaps working towards
Yes, I do, yes. I do. People say they want change, but then when they're actually looking at it, sometimes it's difficult. There's a certain amount of fear, as Max pointed out. That is one of the emotions that you really need to overcome, because the way we've always done things is comfortable. And it might not be the best way to do things, but at least we know that it worked yesterday, and we can be fairly confident that it'll work again tomorrow. But I think that's how you manage a slow decline in a community. And if you really want to turn around a community's fortunes and help this community thrive so that all of our kids in the next generation can work here, live here, play here, then you have to challenge the status quo. And if that means, it's the converse of what I've said. I have said, politics aside, once this community elected me, I'll work with anybody who's trying to move us forward. And I would say that the converse is true too. I'll kind of butt heads with anybody I need to. And that sometimes means my own party, as you pointed out. So what's next?
Well, I will say that I think that there's more efforts that you'll see when we move forward. But part of what has made our efforts successful to date is that we've done all of the hard work and heavy lifting before we've gone to the media. So we're not going to overpromise and underdeliver. We're going to overdeliver and underpromise. What's wrong with you? We're working at being a better government every day.
And we talk a lot. The mayor and I talk a lot. Thank you.
All right, thank you all very much. Have a good day.